Imagine this. You're a fisherman who has toiled all night in his boat on the Sea of Galilee. He and his companions have cast their nets many times, but each time they have come up with nothing but empty nets. Discouraged and exhausted, they decide to give up for the day and return to shore. As they are about to give up all hope, a man on the shore calls out to them and says, "Cast your net on the right side of the boat, and you will find plenty of fish." Although they have already tried this many times and failed, they decide to give it one more try. When they do, their net begins to fill with fish until it is overflowing. This amazing story is found in John chapter 21, verses 4 to 6. It is the account of how Peter and his companions fished all night and caught nothing. But at dawn, Jesus told them where to cast their net, and they caught a miraculous catch. Now you may be thinking, what's the big deal? They just caught some fish. But the significance of this event goes much deeper than that. You see, these men were not just fishermen. They were also disciples of Jesus, and they had been with him for 3 years, learning from him and following him closely. During that time, they had witnessed many miracles, including the feeding of the 5,000 when Jesus turned a few loaves and fishes into enough food for everyone. But despite these miracles, they still struggled with their faith and often doubted what Jesus had taught them. In this story, they had toiled all night in their boat, just like they had done many times before. They had followed all the rules and done everything they knew how to do to catch fish, but they caught nothing. They were discouraged and ready to give up. But then Jesus spoke to them. Although they could not see him, he was there on the shore. And what did he tell them? He told them to trust him. He told them to cast their net on the right side of the boat, and they would catch a miraculous catch. When they obeyed, their net began to fill with fish until it was overflowing. This miraculous catch symbolized the abundance that would come to those who believed in Jesus and followed his teachings. It was a reminder that even when they failed, as long as they trusted in Jesus and obeyed his word, they would be successful. This story teaches us several important lessons. First, it shows us that we can trust Jesus to provide for our needs. Even when we have toiled and struggled and felt like giving up, he is there to help us and guide us. Secondly, it reminds us that obedience is necessary to receive God's blessings. The disciples had to obey Jesus' instructions and cast their net on the right side of the boat in order to catch the miraculous catch. Lastly, it teaches us that there is an abundance of blessings for those who follow Jesus. If we are willing to obey his word, we will find that our lives are filled with his bountiful blessings. So the next time you feel like giving up, remember the story of the disciples and their miraculous catch. Trust in Jesus, obey his word, and you will experience the abundance of blessings that he has for you. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up and share it with your friends and family. Also, don't forget to subscribe so you never miss out on future videos. Thanks for watching, and see you in the next video.